Gosh, look at this. Just before I start, I just have to show what an amazing view this is. Not too far from where I live, really. Been going on this recently just to kind of let out that anxiety, and this is what I want to talk about. So I know it's not specifically paranormal, but it does influence it. So it's an interesting point here. I spent much of my life grappling with anxiety. I have CPTSD diagnosed, and hard thing in itself to say, but even harder to live with, I can tell you that. I didn't know that I'd been experiencing it for many years, since I was a kid, following a car accident and just a number of profound experiences I had when I was a very, very young man. And I only realise now, as a person that's nearly in their 40s, how absurd and over the top and overwhelming it just seems almost wrong that these certain things should happen. And often it doesn't really hit you fully until later in your life. You spend those early years almost so used to that anxiety, to that constant state of feeling like you're in danger, fear, because your body is so compacted in its determination to survive. So long after the event has gone, your body is still programmed to just keep on surviving, to keep telling you there's danger everywhere, to be over alert. And it gets worse and worse as you get older. But that's the thing, it's like living in a smelly room, really. You don't really know it stinks until you leave it. So there are moments like this where I take time away just to reconnect with nature and find myself again, and just try and at least bring myself back into my window of calmness. And then realise, oh yeah, I think I realised how bad it was. And to me, it's something I've been trying to fix recently by going to speak to an expert who specialises in CPTSD, a number of other things. That's allowed me to understand the body and why it reacts that way. For the paranormal side, as I've mentioned in my previous episodes, something did hang around me for many years after I left hospital. This dark entity with bright glowing eyes that would be in my room at night, and just some bizarre things would happen, like items being thrown across the room, whistling, talking, just strangers. I realised that these kind of things, and I'm saying this because I've seen this happen to other people, these things hang around people who have suffered trauma, who have kind of negative vibrations. When your body is in such a way trying to survive and is dealing with past trauma, it's at a lower vibrational state. It's trying to find its way and raise it and improve, I realise I sound like a bit of a hippie though, but I don't care. This is just what I've learned so far. Okay. And it's when you step out of this by either speaking to an expert, maybe speaking to a friend or family member, if you're religious, a priest, a rabbi, whatever it might be, whoever is available, just to at least listen. It allows you just to transfer some of that energy enough for you to realise how deep you may be in it. And that's when it's worth investing in the body as well as the mind. It seems like there's three things to deal with, really. The body is at the lowest vibration. That's something you should look after as much as you can, because it's like driving a car, really. Don't keep the tyres inflated, you don't keep the oil checked, don't keep all the parts in good order. It's not going to want to ride in it anymore, is it? And then there's the mind itself, the process behind the brain itself, how that all works, understanding why you react to certain situations in a certain way, and eventually it leads to the spirit, whatever it may be, I don't know. Chi, some people describe it as just whatever energy drives this entity here. Just getting a better hold on your body eventually escalates through to the mind and therefore to the spirit. So I realise I sound a bit breathless now. I'm actually relatively healthy. Usually I'm fitter than this. But yeah, once you concentrate on those things, eventually you help the spirit to fall in line and eventually inspire these horrible things to just go away. They no longer have anything to feed on. And it goes with intent, really. When you go into certain places that you think may be haunted, go in there with good intent. Go there with negative intent, expecting entertainment, trying to antagonise them. You're not going to get very good visitors, are you? It's the same with the living world, really, I suppose. So, yeah, it's just a little reminder just to look after the body, to look after the mind, to look after the soul. Thank you. Look at this view. Gorgeous. Stand out.